Gonna be rocking the Petra.
Want to call out the reason why Ahmet is here is he actually 3-0'd Escrape to get into this spot.
Okay.
Escrape, who came in as the 4th seed after a pretty solid showing at CEO,
Yeah.
but Ahmet on this Petra, of course, was able to get that
Petra.
W. Bamya, we saw earlier against Rain and ended up having to adjust after a game 1 loss, ended up winning 3-1.
All right, coming over with the dare.
Ooh.
Another one, great usage of that orb, finishing up with the ground pound, and Ahmet looking very nice on this default Petra.
Yep, looking solid. Surprised to see default. There's just so many good Petra skins out there. But
so many.
Nice double downlight into the neutral air. Ahmet really good at just pushing these tiny advantages.
Yeah, we saw the string of nairs come out off that orb. Gonna catch a Bamya again, but the nair is gonna go ahead and break up the momentum a little bit, but just for half a second, his Ahmet is going back to work on Bamya here. Okay, got him with another neutral light in the center stage. See what he's gonna do on the off stage. Bamya gonna come back in with the Sayer, getting back up on stage, swapping over to Axe, see if he can get some big heavy damage in.
Okay, nice falling down there. Gets the neutral light that will disarm Ahmet. Edge guard potential here. Bamya not able to hit that downlight. Doesn't hit grounded anymore. Opportunity for another one. Instead, it's going to be the neutral light that gets the KO, but that's just going to even the stock count. Bamya lost that first stock so early.
Yes, he absolutely did. He's got a lot of work to do, but he does have a lot of strength off of that Zul. But, there we go. The unarmed Sayer is going to go ahead and knock him down. We got a full stock advantage in the way of Ahmet on this Petra. See if he's going to be able to wrap it up here in game number 1.
Yeah, he's been looking solid. Tries to chase after that neutral light with that downlight. You seeing him once again. He likes to push those advantages. Even like that second stock there, you saw him chase out after knocking Bamya away and get that side air for the finishing blow.
Lift on the neutral light there. Bamya being very patient on pushing that button. There we go, finally the dare, and as soon as he did, he whipped and got punished for it. He knows what's at stake every time he tries to throw that light attack. And there we go, Ahmet on it again, side light Sayer. Bamya's having a very difficult time getting that Axe to connect on this Petra. Okay, no, see if he's gonna swap over. No, he's gonna stay on the Axe. Seems to be favoring it just a little bit more here as we get into this game.
Okay, another neutral light.
He's so hurt in that final stock though, even if he's able to get this off Ahmet. It's such a tall hill to climb. Ahmet's gonna go ahead and weapon starve him. We're gonna see the gauntlets come out unarmed. Gonna be from, oh, got him with the down sig. That is crazy.
Hit him with the anime moves, man. That's gonna be Ahmet taking game number 1. And one of the biggest things for me, we don't have the numbers quite yet, but one of the biggest things for me is I love the way Ahmet is playing his orb.
Yes.
He's doing a really good job of mixing up what he does. Like, we've seen orb multiple times today, and a lot of it has been side light Sayer, but you're seeing Ahmet side light neutral air, side light down light, and it makes it a lot harder to react off of what he's doing, and that's one of the reasons why he's getting so much extra damage afterwards, is because he's constantly keeping the opponent thinking.
For sure, especially going up, against a legend that doesn't really have a whole lot of speed, making it a little difficult for Bamya to adjust and try and fish out those reads. But we are going to go into Demon Island here on a game number 2. No legend swaps, not even off of that default. He's just rocking it. All right, Bamya, here we go. Center stage, Axe in hand. Ahmet catching the dare and going to pull a little more into it. Another recovery, but Bamya shutting down the momentum with the dares to come back down the stage.
All right, over to the orb. This has been kind of that standout weapon for Ahmet, falling neutral air. He read high there with that recovery.
Absolutely, caught the landing nonetheless. The Sayer's going to come out, see if he can catch him again. No, Ahmet's going to go ahead and find his way back up on stage and get some momentum back in his direction. Wait, he tried to swap it up, but no weapon to be found when it was all said and done. He does have the orb back in hand, and I guess it still worked out. Kept Bamya off the weapon, but Bamya pushing him off stage now. We're going to see him be try to throw down the edge guard, being patient about it, but Ahmet finding a way to get back up on stage. Ooh, misses. Sayer's going to send him over, though. Ooh.
Nice, hits him with that down air. That right there is one of those situations where I do almost wish Ahmet did go with the standard, because the side light side air at least is a true combo, where his side light recovery, he was going for a big read. But now you're seeing him push.
Yeah, and so much damage coming off of that Petra. Ooh, missed the landing there, giving Bamya an opportunity to get some more damage back in his direction. Caught the break dance and gonna go ahead and catch a stock off of it as well. Bamya keeping things pretty close here.
Yeah, he's looking good. It's been a little bit more cannon heavy as this game has progressed.
Ooh. Not a misinput, but a miscalculation rather from Ahmet side lighting in the wrong direction and letting Bamya get some pretty uncontested damage here at this point. Finally, the neutral light's gonna break it up. Side light Sayer, bread and butter again, gonna send Bamya all the way off the other side of the stage. Weapon thrown up. Ooh, the first neutral sig we've seen from Ahmet, and it did not work out. He did get the touch, staying out of the way of the down sig.
Okay, hits an air, hits
Nice.
the recovery afterwards.
So good, bro.
Still keeping that damage.
So good.
That steer ability really helps out the orb as well. Okay, weapon spawn still goes the way of Ahmet. Wants to get that extra credit right now. Bamya still untouched on this final stock. You could see even final stocks, just a side air. Nice.
Ooh, big dare. That's gonna go ahead and keep things, will make things a whole lot more even. See what Bamya's gonna be able to do on this final stock. He's definitely done a great job keeping things much closer than they were in game number 1. It looked like it was gonna be all Ahmet, but Bamya showing what it's all about here. Catching it again. So much oppression from this cannon. Over 100 damage put against Petra now at this point. There we go, still cannot get in. There we go, gonna catch the Sayer off of the landing from Bamya.
Ooh, okay, good dodge down on the side of Ahmet. Goes up for the ground pound. Edge guard here. You see Ahmet, yeah, he went high. He was respecting the neutral light. That's one of the strongest tools Cannon has in that corner guard.
Send him way out. Still totally doable for both these players. Ahmet, though, is getting absolutely juggled by this cannon, and now we see Bamya switching over for the axe, trying to sniff out that knockout. Gauntlet's back in hand for Ahmet. And that is going to go ahead and get it done. The D-Light, with that much damage built up, is going to be more than enough. 625 damage coming off of that Zul going against Ahmet. And we are all tied up going into game number 3.
Yeah, I think it's been Bamya's game plan, to basically just say, okay, I'm just going to add up a lot of damage and hope that I add up damage faster than you do. And that's kind of what that ended up being in that last game, was able to put out 625 damage. That's a lot of damage.
I mean, even on a high attack legend like that is a lot of damage in a 1v1 game. All right, but it doesn't all come down to this, but we are looking for that momentum going into game number 4 that we are now guaranteed.
Ooh, both of them.
Nobody has hit each other in 20 minutes. Okay, here we go, finally.
We are starting to see a little bit more gauntlet play coming out from Ahmet, not just completely leaning on the orb.
See if it's going to work out for him, though, getting in on this axe. Bamya has been like a brick wall here. Very hard to get any offense against him. I mean, Ahmet's really just having to settle for the 1 touches, you know, the 1-2 touches, not being able to get any sort of extension. Finally, there's the D-Light into Dare, but he gets sent way down. Does he have anything to get over here? Whoa.
Still touches?
He somehow stayed out of the way of the Dare from Bamya, but still, the pressure's right back in his face.
Hits him with the side air. Bamya gonna get that first stock, and this is again shades of what happened earlier, where Bamya lost game number 1 and then immediately just won the next 3.
He's looking very nice, still holding on to that first stock. Sayer, though, is going to get Ahmet a little closer, taken away. The neutral light is not going to be quite enough to get it done. Ooh, if he could have got that Dare out there just a little bit earlier, he might have been able to catch Bamya, but it doesn't matter. Nonetheless, we're all tied up. 18 damage differential.
Good patience on the side of Ahmet. Didn't throw out too much, just needed that down air, got that stock. Opportunity here for him to get more. Doesn't go for a gravity cancel, after that recovery, but instead just got some damage and went back towards the stage.
All right, we're all settled down back on stage. There we go, the Nair into Sayer. He caught the recovery, bro, and that is going to put him in a great position. Full stock advantage against Bamya. Oh, man, this is it's one of those teeter-totter matches, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, that's small world's end. You see stocks go quick, and that's what happened there for Ahmet. Got him high enough into the sky that that recovery was able to KO.
Just hearing the swings and the whiffs on the axe. There we go, gonna catch him with that. Not enough to knock out off that top 45. Missing on the Sayer, getting underneath them unarmed. But that catching that landing was almost enough. Ahmet just being given opportunity after opportunity. That one's gonna get it done though. And we are settled into the final stock, looking for that advantage state going into the next game.
There's that weapon spawn. You can see Ahmet taking his time, trying to wait before he picks it up. Finally has that orb now. But this is basically even, and I doubt Bamya is going to let him get that off the top map KO again.
Oh no, he's definitely got that in the back of his mind still for sure. Nair's going to connect, come back down the stage. Dare off of Ahmet.
Nice little falling side air. Gets him that security that he needed. Side light, side air. How's he going to push this? Instead, goes back towards the stage. You see an Ahmet play a little bit safer.
Yeah, that was smart.
Nice.
There we go. We've only seen it twice in the entire set. And the second time it hit true, it confirmed the game form as Ahmet has the advantage going into game number 3.
I wish I don't know how it would work, but I wish I could like peek into the brain of Ahmet, just because like it feels like he hits sidelight and then just like an RNG calculator goes off and it's like, I'm gonna do NSIG, and then it'll work, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna do downlight, and then just like see what happens, and it's working out really well for him as we get here into game number 4.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely favored the orb a lot in that last game. Only 108 damage coming off the gauntlets. He only held on to him for 24% of the time. And we saw the same from Bamya on the other side. It was all about that axe. Only 73 damage coming off that cannon in that last game.
Yeah, did struggle a little bit with that cannon.
But now we're seeing it kind of switch up here as both of these players on those unfavored weapons, per se. As we try and see what happens here in game number 4. Bamya hopefully sending us to a game number 5.
You know he wants it. He is playing this matchup pretty well against Ahmet, but he throws out the NSIG. That time Ahmet's going to get past him, gets disarmed, and that's Bamya's opportunity to pick up the axe. There's a weapon spawn on the right side, and Ahmet gets the orb that he wants.
Okay, so far so good. Very close for both these players. Bamya, though, looks like he's in a position to try and get this first stock. That's not going to be enough. The weapon throw might do it, and it does. Going to go ahead and take Ahmet off his first stock, and Bamya is going to swap back over to that axe.
Really good decision there on Bamya's side to go for that weapon toss. Like, he had so much stage control that even if it doesn't hit, he still has an opportunity to get another weapon. Left side, though, Ahmet not able to confirm that edge guard, despite the fact that Bamya was sweat beating Ahmet. Not able to get that hit that he needs.
Ooh, side by Sayer, gonna connect again. Ahmet looking really nice here as he's able to go ahead and tie things back up, keep things close. Ooh, went up with the Nair. Thought Bamya was gonna go high. Should have played the neutral light, not the neutral air, but ooh. Bamya, though, fighting back off this cannon a little bit.
Sticking on that corner, you can see Bamya, yeah, giving a lot of space, respecting that jump side air. NSIG will catch, and it will KO Bamya in position to get a game number 5.
All right, we haven't had one our entire set block. I'm hoping we can get one here. This has been a very back and forth set between these two players. Bamya, though, being very cautious, trying to just to extend this lead. So far, it's working out. Just
nice.
So much unanswered damage. Ahmet almost being put 100 damage in, but we're seeing him fight back, though. Another dare. Bamya. Oh, wait. Oh, that's it. We're going next. Yeah, we're getting a game number 5. We are being blessed on our final set of the block. And we're going to see if there's any changes. No?
Probably not.
No.
I think that the picks have been fine. It's just Ahmet struggled a little bit more this time. Bamya really started to find his footing with the cannon, was able to put out 259 damage with the cannon that time. And it wasn't even like the big cannon strings that you usually want where it's like, oh, you dodged. Now I get to do side light, side air recovery. Instead, he was just like getting solid neutral wins.
Yeah, Ahmet only putting out 276 damage that last game. That's not going to win a very many matches. But Small World's in. We're going to see how it all ends this set here as we get into the first couple seconds, and Ahmet is the first one to pick up a weapon. He's starving out Bamya. He wants this set.
Yeah, he wants it, and you know he also wants to have that orb immediately setting up so that his next weapon is going to be an orb in case he gets disarmed. Right now, Bamya giving him a lot of respect, a lot of breathing room because he's already down 116 damage plus.
Ooh, and it's still racking up. That stock is gone, dude.
Only took 15 damage. This is a good spot for Ahmet to be in, considering last time only put out 276 damage.
Yeah, I think he's probably maybe got a little more than that already here.
Okay. Saw the dodge.
Oh, no.
It's a two-piece chases and hits the recovery. Bamya evens things up.
Wow, what a way to start out game number 5. Just both these players pretty much getting a 0 to knockout apiece to be able to start us off here. Bamya. It's literally just a complete exchange over and over and over again, the damage, and both these legends put out so much damage, like you really can just trade and it stays pretty even. Sayer though, double
that's his
Sayer.
recovery.
Bamya's in bad shape. Oh, wait a second, Sayer of his own gets him back up on stage just to take a whole lot of more damage off that orb.
Good damage on Ahmet's side, but he's stuck with the gauntlets here. Bamya taking advantage of it. There's the weapon spawn. Cannon goes for the side sig, avoids the downlight.
I can't believe he didn't get punished for that. That's crazy.
The side air is going to do it. Last stock here for Ahmet. Bamya, about 1 or 2 good hits away from losing this stock. Luchalair is not going to quite do it.
Okay. Whiffing on the D-line. Ahmet.
Oh no! He's too far.
If he takes no damage recovery, he's going to get a weird bounce. Going to send Bamya all the way back up. That Sayer's going to tie us up. And the first 2 stocks for either one didn't even matter. 0 damage for each. Completely even. Last stock in game number 5.
Last stock, like you said, completely even. Winner this goes on to go up against Godly. Ahmet had that weapon advantage, but he was trying to deny, ended up throwing away his advantage. Now he's got the gauntlets, doesn't want him, immediately throws him away.
Ooh.
Gets caught. This could be bad.
Yeah, especially when you're getting starved out now, and now Bamya back on that favorite weapon, back on the axe. Gonna go ahead and continue to starve. Ahmet having all of his options just completely ripped away from him. Bamya juggling him with the nairs. Okay, Ahmet able to get that orb. This could be enough to turn the tide here.
It's a little late. He's already 154 damage, 1 sig, and Bamya's got this W. You can see Ahmet sitting there. Gets past the neutral light.
Ooh, he mixed it up, and it paid off for him. Gonna go ahead and slide that nair in there, but the Sayer not gonna be enough. Bamya gonna swap it over. He stays on the cannon. Interesting. Wants to feel out. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, Bamya caught him. You saw Ahmet go for the gravity cancel sidelight, but just barely missed, and so Bamya is gonna get it. Sidelight, side air. Bamya gonna go up against Godly in the top 8 of things.
That was actually a really fun set. That was a good time. Bamya moving forward, like Duke said, as we take a look at these replays. Ahmet, though, I just want to point on the use of the orb recovery. I mean, he pushed Bamya up to the